All right, listeners, get ready for a deep dive that's a little different today, even if the company's name might sound familiar. We're talking Geochron.
A company, I'd say, where you really can't judge a book by its cover.
You got that right. This Geochron Atlas brochure, just the tip of the iceberg. Let me see what caught my eye first. Satellites, weather, aviation. It's like they're putting the whole planet on display.
Not just putting it on display, they're showing you its inner workings.
Mm.
And they haven't exactly been sitting still. Since 1964, this company's been hard at work.
1964, it's what, almost 60 years of experience building up to what they do now?
It's pretty remarkable. See, most people think clocks, right? Tell you the time. Geochron's going way beyond that. They're not just telling you the time, they're showing you Earth in time. Weather patterns, you can practically watch them move across the continents.
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing something about tracking satellites in real time.
Exactly. Imagine, like the International Space Station. You're seeing its orbit live, overlaid on a map of Earth. That's the kind of detail they're known for.
Okay, see, now that's what I call cool. Speaking of cool, I gotta ask about this line from the brochure. A mechanical clock graced the movies. Movies, plural. Spill the beans. What films are we talking about here?
All right, get this. You ever seen Dr. Strangelove? That classic Cold War satire?
No way, Dr. Strangelove. Gotta confess, I haven't seen it in a while.
You'd be surprised how many people miss it. There it is, a Geochron clock, right there in the war room.
Hold on, I'm picturing it now. That tense scene, the big table. So they're just casually using a Geochron clock as a set piece.
Not just a set piece. These clocks, they're so well made, so precise, that astronauts actually own them. We're talking, people have taken Geochron clocks into space.
You're kidding. A Geochron clock was actually in space. Talk about street cred. Though I guess when you're orbiting the planet, you want something that's both beautiful and accurate. So how do these mechanical marvels actually work?
Picture this. A clock face, right? But the clock face is a miniature Earth. Continents, oceans, the whole shebang. And it rotates at the exact same speed as the real Earth.
So you can always see like where it's day or night, anywhere in the world. That's amazing.
Exactly. It's a feat of engineering, but also a work of art.
So you've got these incredible mechanical clocks, this jaw-dropping data visualization. What's next for them? Do they stick with the old school or are they going digital?
Well, that's the really interesting part. They're bridging the gap. Remember that bit in the brochure about being compatible with any HDMI display for brilliant 4K resolution?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
They're using cutting-edge 4K displays to bring those incredible Earth visualizations to life to a much wider audience. It's like old-world craftsmanship meets 21st century technology.
I've got to hand it to them. That's pretty forward-thinking.
It is. And it really makes you wonder, in a world that's so dominated by digital information, what is it about a beautifully made mechanical clock that continues to fascinate us?
It's a good question. Maybe it's that connection to something tangible, something real in a world that's increasingly virtual.
Maybe. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that a Geochron clock, in its own way, shows us our place in the universe, something bigger than ourselves.
It's definitely something to think about. And on that note, we'll leave our listeners to ponder that very question. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and until next time, keep exploring.